What's good, America? Welcome to Itis Touch, and today we'll be doing pound cake. So the first thing you need to do in making pound cake is set your oven. So while you're going through everything, your oven can heat up. So in doing this pound cake, you'll need 3 sticks of butter, 3 cups of sugar, 3 cups of flour, 6 eggs, and a teaspoon of vanilla, 8 ounces of sour cream, a bundt pan, nicely floured and greased. Please make sure your pan is floured and greased because you want your pound cake to come out perfect, no cracks, no pieces stuck on the pan. You also need a spoon to spoon out your sour cream and a spatula to spoon out your mixture into your bundt pan. Oh, and last but not least, you'll need a mixer. So, in doing a pound cake, you'll be using the creaming method. And in doing the creaming method, that involves you using sugar and a fat, usually butter, margarine, whipping cream, or whatever you're gonna use to make your pound. Well, whatever you're using to make whatever you're making. So, we're gonna go ahead and pour our sugar into our softened butter. Please make sure your butter is softened. You're gonna go ahead and turn this on. Now what you're gonna wanna wait for is that your sugar and butter are gonna get nice and fluffy. This takes about 2 to 3 minutes. This takes about 2 to 3 minutes. So now we're going to go ahead and pause and scrape down our bowl. And then we're going to go ahead and run through it. Okay, so now we're feeling to make sure that the sugar and butter are fully incorporated, and that's what it's going to look like. We scrape down once more, but the Cake Bible also said that you can also scrape down once and run through your ingredients and scrape down again, but I just like to scrape twice. So next we're going to go ahead and add our butter. Next, we're going to go ahead and add our eggs, 1 at a time. You can also do 2 at a time. Just make sure that everything is fully incorporated before you go in with your next egg or eggs. continue, here's a trick. Sorry for leaving like that, but a trick to make sure that your bowl stays in place, you can go ahead and use a towel with water or a paper towel with liquid. Next, you're gonna go ahead and go through with your sour cream, and this is why we had our spoon ready, so you can just nicely plop that in. And lastly, we're going to go in with our flour, cake flour, and make sure it's sifted. Please folks, make sure you go on low speed so flour is not everywhere. One last time. Now I could go ahead and go back with the mixer, but I just don't like over mixing my ingredients, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this by hand. Make sure you clean your ear. And now we're going to go ahead and put our mixture in our bundt pan. Smooth off the top. And this is what you want it to look like. Not trying to get all of it to run out. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the oven for an hour and 30 minutes, but we'll set a timer for an hour and go in 10-minute intervals because we don't know what our oven is like. So we'll see you in an hour and 30 minutes. And we're back. So we're gonna go ahead and get our pound cake out the oven. That was on 350. Now let this cook for about an hour and 15 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and flip our cake over. So we're gonna go ahead and get some milk and get our cup. Voila, that's our cake. So, this smells really good though. Go ahead and pour some milk. And there we go. So, y'all go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And have a sweet Sunday. Let this cook for about an hour and 15 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and flip our cake over. So we're gonna go ahead and get some milk.